So I haven't made one of these in a couple of months. Here's the got a few comments from a few people wondering if I was dead or not. Anyways, was busy for the last couple of months. You know, I was just getting over being sick, and took a trip down to Palm Springs, and so I had some work I had to do on my Suburban, and then we went on the trip. So just back this week. So had to do some work on the old Bourbon here for the trip. So we got that all done up, and you know, and then we went on the trip. So it took that took a fair amount of my time, and but anyways, it's we had a good time. So now it's time to get started back on the bus again. So I have the aluminum, the rest of the aluminum I needed, and some of the stainless for the skin. The car trailer here has been been here for over a month. Just haven't had any time to do anything with it. So Dad and I are just going to unload it here now into the shop, and I'll get started back working on the bus. Finish up the skin, and on that one slide out, and then start skinning the cages. So that'll be our next challenge. I'll leave the I'm gonna leave the dash for now, and I can do that when as a kind of a fill-in job down the road here. So I'm gonna continue getting it skinned, and then I can get it insulated. So hopefully make some progress. Anyways, that's it for now. All right, everybody, it's 14th of April. Finally getting started back on this thing. Been, geez, almost 2 months. Pretty hit and miss over the winter too, as you all know. But I've had the aluminum here for over a month, almost close to 6 weeks, I guess. Just had other things happening, and not feeling too hot still for the, you know, from the flus I had over before. So that's all done and over with now. But anyways, it all just slowed me down. So back at her here now. I'm not going to worry about the dash for now. I haven't done anything more with that. I'm just going to leave it for now, and I'll use it as a fill-in job. I think I mentioned that in the last little one I did here. So I'm going to skin this slide out. That's the last one. The first thing I'm going to do is this section here. I got to clean this mess all up, and close this battery box door here, and then clean all the stainless up, kind of like what's happened there. And I got some more welding to do in here. Finish this all up, and then put the aluminum panel on all of this, and then I'll skin it. So try and get to at least I'm hoping anyways to have this lower section skinned here this weekend, and maybe I'll get to the upper one too. I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, back at her. Okay, so I thought I'd pause for a second here, and I keep meaning to mention this, but I keep forgetting. If I was to do this again, I would remove this. This is laminated stainless tubing. For excuse me, whatever reason, that's the way they built these things. I would, where the slide outs are, I would remove that next time if I was going to do this again, and get some 2" by 6" rectangular tubing, stainless, and replace this whole section under the slide out, you know, and maybe forward a little bit, whatever, with that 2x6 stainless tubing. And I'd move it in 2 inches, so I wouldn't have the outside here. I'd have it back 2 inches, so that this whole section was moved in 2 inches, and then bring the slide out framework down. So that was all part of the slide out framework. Make the seal area here a lot easier to deal with. You wouldn't have to go in behind this piece here. It could all just be a straight piece. This isn't particularly strong. Strong enough for what they needed it to do, and I mean, it's going to be fine. It's plenty strong enough, but it would just have made it a lot easier. I considered doing it when I started this, and then decided not to, and now in hindsight, I wish I had. So, if anybody is crazy enough to start one of these projects like this, it might be something to keep in mind, just to, and also, you know, this is the tube for the slide on the other side, comes right through to here. There was no reason for me to cut this out all the way here. This tube could have been 2 inches shorter and just welded to the inside of that. I wasn't thinking when I did that, so anyways, so that, you know, there's no reason for this to come all the way through like that. Does it here and here. I didn't do that on the other side. I had it go to the inside of the tubing, so yeah, there is really no reason to have it come through there. I just had a brain fart when I did this, and anyways, yeah, and this is really light stuff. This is not part of the bus frame. When I cut the piece out for the door here, nothing moved at all. I had everything, you know, lined. I didn't support anything. I wanted to see how much it was going to move, but I had, you know, reference marks and everything all over the place to see if it had moved or not, and it didn't move a bit. So cutting that all out of there made no structural difference. So anyways, that's one thing I would do, is change that out. Where are you off to?
Still doing garbage.
Anyways, yeah. There you go. And of course, because I haven't been doing this for a while, I completely forgot that I got to finish all this stuff off yet. First, cap all this and do all the welding in here before I can put all this stuff. Before I can go ahead and do any skinning work. So some more welding back here. Anyways, so I don't know how far I'll get this weekend, but just plug away at it, I guess. So I haven't been doing anything on it for a couple of months. I'm, you know, trying to find all my tools, where they went, and you know, all that fun stuff. So take a little bit to get back into it here. Try and figure out where I left off and all that stuff. So hopefully that doesn't take too long, and I can get back into some decent amount of production here. Anyways, it is what it is. All right, so this is all finished up here now. Ready for the aluminum skin on it, so I'll do that next. Before I can put the skin on the slide out here, though, I have to put the angle in here, which I forgot, so that's going to slow me down a little bit. It's the trouble when you take some time off, you kind of forget where you're at, and so it takes a little while to get the all the sequence back into your head. Anyways, yeah, so I kind of forgot that I had to put that in there, so I got to do that next. And then I can start throwing the skin onto this here, so we shall continue on with that. Okay, so I'm in the middle of putting this angle along the bottom for the seal to run against on this final slide out, and I'm having a bit of a challenge with motivation. And just kind of getting started again here, you know, after a couple of months off, which is always a dangerous thing. And I'm the kind of guy that likes to, you know, I like to build stuff, design and build. But once I've built one, the challenge is gone, and basically it's just a chore. So that's where we're at with this one, you know. But it's one of those things you just have to. I mean, it's nothing new. It's, you know, I run into it all the time, anyways, and you just have to power through it and get her done. So that's what I'm kind of struggling with right now, is just finding the excitement to to work on it. But I just have to power through it, and once this slide out is done, then I'll start doing the cages, and you know, and then it'll start taking shape again. So it's just one of those things where you have to just stick your head down, grit your teeth, and go. And it's not difficult. It's not, and that's half the problem. It's not even challenging here anymore, because it's, you know, I've already done it. I know what I'm doing. So I'm just the first couple, I was, you know, they were both different, so I had to kind of figure it out as I went along. Now I got it figured out, and I'm just working on it. So it's a little bit hard to stay excited about it, but like I say, just have to power through it and get her done. Not that far away, so keep at her. After a week of farting around, here's what I've gotten to. Just ready to start putting all this skin on. This slide out, I forgot a lot of stuff, but I forgot that I had some repairs to do on this one, some adjustment, moving it around. This one warped on me a little bit when I welded it up, so I had to fix that, and so that took longer than I'd forgotten all about it, so I wasn't even planning on it until I got into it. So anyways, so framework's all done now, and I'm just getting ready to put this lower panel on, which I will do tomorrow, and then I'll do the upper one. And then I'll be done with skinning the outside, and that'll be, I'll be glad with that. That's taken way longer than I had thought it was going to take initially. And then the next step will be to put the seal surfaces all on and install the seals, and then I'll do the inner part of the cage there. So it'll be good to start moving on to other things. This has dragged out way longer than I had anticipated, but you know, it is what it is. And I think I have some stainless here. I think I'll skin in this this around the door here. I got some 4-foot material with this aluminum, so I can skin this all in too, except for underneath the door there where I have to put the step. But anyways, yeah, so we are starting to make some progress, kind of getting the back into the swing of things again. My motivation was a little low there for a while, but I'm getting back at her here now. So yeah, get this skinned up, and I'll post this and all the rest of the crap that I've done over the last few days, and everybody that's asking will know that I'm not dead yet. Not yet.